Hey there, Mr. Chu here with Trey Arithmetic. Yes, I am a Pacers fan. I live in Indiana, big basketball state, and we do love our Pacers. We're going to add fractions with our challenge problems. I introduced this in a lesson that you can link up here toward the end. Down here will be a playlist. Make sure you like this video. If these videos are helping you, comment. Let me know and I will reply to your comments. If you have any other questions, ask me and I'll answer them. I'm here to help you. I taught for 24 years and I helped a lot of students. Now I'm trying to help more students by use of the videos. There'll be a link down here on the bottom right that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Liking, subscribing, forwarding, all those things help me reach more people. So when you're adding fractions, we went through all of these 4 steps in that earlier video. Convert any mixed numbers to improper, find common denominator, add numerators, and simplify. And then convert back if it is improper. So in challenge 1, we have to take the 9th and the 3rds and change them to the same number. So one way to do it, not the only way, but one way, is to take the 9 and multiply it by the other denominator. And then we're going to do it 3 over 3 because that becomes 1. And 1 times 2/9 would give me back 2/9, which means it's an equivalent ratio. Then I take my 2/3 and multiply it by the other denominator, 9 over 9. So this becomes 2 times 3 over 9 times 3 plus 2 times 9 over 3 times 9. Because that's the way you multiply 2 fractions. You multiply numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. 2 times 3 is 6 over 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 9 is 18 over 3 times 9 is 27. So I've got the same on the bottom. When I have the same denominator, then I can add the numerators and put it over that same denominator. That's why fractions are hard for some people. Why? Because the rules get confusing. So this ends up being 24 over 27. Now, these challenge problems in this lesson were a little bit more difficult. I just dropped my cap, so I'll be down and get it. Because now we have to reduce this. And one way you're taught is to think of the largest number we can divide them both by. And that happens to be 3. And I'm dividing the numerator and denominator. Remember, you have to do the same thing to both for it to be an equivalent ratio. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 27 divided by 3 is 9. And 8/9 is the correct answer. Did you get that one right? Hopefully you did. Now let's go to number 2. On challenge number 2, you have to change all mixed numbers to improper fractions. And the way you do that, you take the denominator times the whole number plus the numerator over the denominator. The denominator times the whole number plus the numerator over the denominator. Now again, just like in number 1, in number 2, you could find the least common denominator, but this lesson isn't about that. This is about just finding the common denominator. So this is 24 plus 1 over 6 plus 8 plus 3 over 4. So this ends up being 25 over 6 plus 11 over 4. Now remember what we did over here? We want to get the same denominator, and I do that by multiplying the first denominator by the second denominator over itself, because it needs to be 4 over 4. Then I multiply the second denominator by the first denominator over itself, because we're multiplying by 1. And I use this same logic whenever we get into algebra, bare algebra that I have. Brachiometry, I use it as well. And I call this a special one. So I've got 25 times 4 over 6 times 4 plus 11 times 6 over 4 times 6. That's how you multiply fractions. Numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. Numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. 25 times 4 is 100 over 6 times 4 is 24 plus 11 times 6 is 66 over 4 times 6 is 24. See how I've got the same denominator? So once I have the same denominator, now I can take and add those up. 100 plus 66 is 166 over 24. And now I have to take, and I have to find out what mixed number this is. So I take my 166 and divide it by 24. 5 would be 120, 6 would be 144, 7 would be 168, so 7's too big. So it's going to be 6. 6 times 4 is 24, carry the 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And when I subtract, I get 22. So this is 6, remainder 22. And the way I write that is 6 and 22 over 24. Now, this can be reduced because they're both even. I can divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. So I'm dividing by 2 over 2 or 1, and I get the same number. 6 and 11/12 is your answer. Make sure you like my video. Subscribe down here so you can see more of my videos. Up here would be a link back to the original lesson if you need more examples, need more practice. Down here would be a playlist of other fraction videos. I'm Mr. Chu, and I want to help you learn how to add fractions. Don't get disgusted. Don't get frustrated. Just check out my videos, and we'll learn the math together. See you next time.